Canadian Grandmothers for Africa are here today demanding results.
Grandmothers for Africa is a non-partisan advocacy network focusing on urging legislative changes to relieve the burdens on grandmothers of sub-Saharan Africa who are raising children orphaned by HIV and AIDS. We've called this media conference to announce that the Grandmothers petition will be presented in the House of Commons today. This petition asks the government to act on 3 fronts. We ask for a timetable to bring our official development assistance to the level of 0.7% of the gross national income. We ask Canada to donate to the Global Fund 5% of its needs. And finally, we ask that the government reform the Canada's access to medicines regime in order to make it effective.
They say that you can never ever say no to your grandmother, and I don't think that we can say no to the request that the Canadian Grandmothers for Africa have requested from us today. People are looking to us as Canadians, they're looking to us as a country, really as a symbol of hope. And having traveled out to South Africa, having traveled to the villages, I have really had a chance to firsthand to see the struggles and the challenges that these grandmothers, that these children, and that these families face without having the access and treatment that they need to prevent TB, to prevent HIV, and to prevent AIDS. And we here as Canadians are blessed to have the resources to be able to help these people, to help these grandmothers, and most importantly, to help these children with a hope for a brighter future and a brighter tomorrow. And I think, when Paul and Madame Demers spoke about a petition that will be presented, and the pages, I think, are thousands, and Paul is hosting and holding a whole host of others, these names on these pages are not just signatures from Canadians from coast to coast to coast. These signatures actually represent the voice of the people of Canada, the people that really want change, to ensure that we as a country provide the leadership and take the necessary action to ensure that we increase our assistance for international development, that we provide access to low-cost medications for these individuals, and that we as a nation contribute to the Global Fund to fight against TB, HIV, AIDS, and malaria. So we stand here as parliamentarians on behalf of Canadians, on behalf of the Canadian Grandmothers for Africa, but more importantly, on behalf of the voices and on behalf of those grandmothers, those children, and those families out there that are struggling to be heard. We as Canadians, we have a responsibility as individuals and as a country to provide those people that are struggling to be heard with hope for a better tomorrow and a better future. And I hope that our government, despite an economic recession that we face in our nation and throughout the globe, we also have a responsibility to give back. And I hope that this government is going to listen to the voices of the people to ensure that they provide the leadership, the action, and more importantly, the hope that people in Africa, the children and the grandmothers are looking for. Thank you very much.